evening by the campfire at the end of the month, surrounded by art from new and established artists, and there's great food and fun.
That's right. Our neighbors here at CBS 6 from Studio 23, Executive Director Ashley Hawkins and Megan Nolde are here. Ladies, we welcome a campfire. Do we bring marshmallows and s'mores?
Well,
I love it.
There will be a s'mores roasting station, so you're welcome.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
And I was already super excited about the flannel and tutus. We'll get to that in a little bit. But Ashley, you've been with us before.
Yeah.
Remind us, Studio 23 is an amazing resource. Your neighbors, you're right around the corner, but for anybody who hasn't stopped by.
Sure, yeah, we're Richmond's workspace for art, so 24/7 access for working artists, classes for learners of all levels, collaborative projects, coincidentally enough, with Comfort Zone Camp and their kids most recently, and really looking to keep creative energy here in Richmond to provide artists with a means of building their careers, and for people who are interested in getting into the arts in any aspect, to give them means to do that.
Have we seen people progress once they have that space, that dedicated spot away from their home where they can just channel everything that they have inside?
Yeah, we have, many, many stories like that. We've got probably 70 artists now that use the studio 24/7 every month. 2 young girls who started out as interns with us about 5 years ago, who now have a screen printed custom flag company that's supporting them that they make out of the studio. So it's pretty incredible to watch that trajectory happen.
And Megan, every time I've been in, I stop, I see your smiling face. You get to be part of the action on the floor, working with the artists. Tell us how they feel when they discover it. I mean, we have folks who are using it all the time, but when you come in, this is a different level.
Right. We feel like our best kind of home team advantage is our space, so to speak. People love coming into the space. They love the light and the room that there is to work and the access to the equipment. And it's really great to see somebody come in for the first time who's looking to be a renter or just looking to be involved somehow, and really feel like they've come home in a sense, and they found the right space for them to do all of that.
Yeah.
And if you're surrounded by other like-minded people, other artists, they might be in a different medium, but can they tap into that creativity as well?
Oh,
they
yeah.
feel that vibe?
Yeah, we're based off of, we kind of got started as a community print shop, and now we've become more than that in a sense. We have artists that are painters and fibers artists as well as printmakers and photographers, but that kind of communal aspect of everybody working in a similar space is really at the heart of what we do.
They have a super duper gift shop right at the front too that has got all these wonderful local creations. I got a shirt, Richmond is my happy place, and I totally heart it. Let's talk about this.
You need to rent some space with those
right.
jokes.
I'm on fire today. Ashley, tell us about this event that's coming up.
Yeah.
It's really, it's going to be fun. It's unique. It's perfect for the fall.
Yeah, it is. So it is our annual auction. It provides great general operating support for the organization. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. But on top of that, it's a showcase of the amazing creative energy that's happening in Richmond right now. Kind of raw Richmond was our rallying cry. We wanted to keep artists here. We wanted to provide holistic resources for them to build careers. And this event showcases the breadth and depth and vibrancy of the work that's coming out of Studio 23 and coming out of the Richmond art scene right now. Plus, there's great food and some cocktails and live music. So it's really something that, showcases all of these things in a wonderful evening in the fall and is very inexpensive to come to. So we hope that lots of people join us in the celebration.
Tell us how you would grade Richmond as an artist-friendly town, because there are so many, from musicians to painters, sculptors. I would say this is a perfect place for Richmonders.
Well, and I actually, I went to school in Philadelphia for a couple of years, and I came back to Richmond for that reason. I think that Richmond is a wonderful town for the arts, and I think it's on the rise, in a sense, that I felt like the support here for the arts was wonderful, and there's something about it that I didn't feel when I was outside of the city that I missed and I wanted to come back to. So I think I would definitely agree with that.
And it's growing.
Yeah, definitely.
And talk about energy. You guys are right over there in Scott's Addition. I mean, the whole neighborhood is just like kaboom, continually growing. We keep seeing these shots of the pieces that you brought here in the studio with us this morning. These are 2 of many. There are those emerging and established artists that they've all contributed pieces for the auctions.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is actually I think every single one of our pieces is 100% donation to the studio. So that shows the commitment of the artists to keeping this place going. The two pieces we brought are kind of two ends of the spectrum of artwork. The deviled egg plate you may have seen at Alyssa Solomon's show at the Valentine, called A Chicken in Every Plot, which was a celebration, an investigation of the history and art of backyard chickens in Richmond. Alyssa's on our board of directors and is a well-established artist. It's a beautiful photograph, kind of showing the photography side of what we do. And the other side is an artist named Brooke Inman, who teaches for us. She's a professor at VCU and the University of Richmond, and has been this incredible mentor for very young artists coming up and makes some really fantastic work. So we're very excited about those two pieces, but there are about 58 more.
Thanks, ladies.
That is fantastic.
Great
And
stuff.
Auction items, artwork,
I tell you
and
what.
some s'mores.
And flannel and tutus. Buy the Campfires coming up Friday, September 30th. Ashley told me it was going to be the perfect date night. So, honey, get ready, beginning at 7 p.m. that evening and continuing through 10 o'clock. 3300 West Clay Street, right here in Richmond, over there in Scott's Addition. Tickets are super reasonable. They start at just $25.